The content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. Okay.
It says meeting
Oh,
is now
we're
streaming live.
live. Love this.
Yay! Hooray,
Yay.
hooray, hooray.
Episode 25.
We, we've made it to today. That's so crazy because it's taken a lot longer than 25 weeks.
It has, but it was a good pace for us. Like it felt right. We didn't rush things. We took our time, which was good. But yeah, it's weird to always be at the end of something, right?
Yeah, like right, they're all endings are always bittersweet.
Are.
I love that we've already started talking about what are we going to do after this? How do we
Yeah.
decompress from such a large freaking project? When did we start? Like, I thought you looked that up once when I was like,
I
it's been a year, and you're
did.
like, it's
It
not
was
been a
like
year.
in
It was close.
April.
Hmm.
It was like the end of April. So we're almost to the year because we're doing this the end of March. So
Crazy,
yeah, that's the longest I think we've worked on a project.
right? Yeah.
Mm?
The very first rune yoga was 27 weeks. The way
Yeah.
that we had a pre one and then an after one as well.
Yeah. It's whether or not you want to count the after part as far as, but that was still a continuation for sure. But yeah. Okay. Well, here we are. I
Again,
think
here we
I,
are again.
again, it feels good. I'm not sure who goes first. We didn't look that up.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't
Perfect. The
remember.
last one will be might be wrong, might be right. Who knows? Flip a coin, press go live. That's all we know.
Yeah. I feel like
Well, I can chime in because on my little flashcards I've got weird, which is the week that we're here for. But in the Blood and Fire set that you made for me, you didn't
yes.
include weird. So I'm just including one of the backs today. And that when we did it last time, it was what? Pondering nothing. Can't be known, has to be experienced itself, and completion. Interesting. Definitely on the completion side. And
Yeah.
I'm and in the way, and I guess I could say in pondering nothing, it's pondering the space after this because I don't want to lose the momentum of how many of we've done a lot of physical art this time.
We have. We've done more experimental art, I think, too.
And digital art as well, but with this go round seem to be very tactile. I
Yeah.
noticed.
I feel like experiments were made, which is good. I know what I'm just not picking back up again. Like,
Right.
but I'm glad I did pick it up again, just to like really understand that that was not for me. Um, but I did also discover new things I really liked. I did have a heavy moment with kind of the junk journaling, um, scrapbooking, like sticker art collages. Like
Part of me
that
was
hit
hoping that's
hard.
what you were bringing this week.
No, it's not what I'm bringing this time, but it was like a really fun project that I couldn't let go of. So I kept doing it. And then it turned into just like a really mass collection that now I've got more of, so I can continue later. That one would stand out probably the most for what I like embraced new. Um,
Hmm.
but other than that, your frame game has been strong this entire time, which I'm jealous of. That's an amazing card to
I
play.
almost want to segue immediately into my share, but I would
Do it.
rather be a gentleman and say, would you please go first? Share first.
Okay.
I'm
How about I
excited to
go
see what you
first?
got.
I'll go first so that you can be the finale because I don't know if mine's finale.
Mine's a competitor. I think I brought a competitor.
So there has been something I had taking up space
Mhm.
and good space. Like I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I own it. It was gifted. So, obviously this is not something that I mean, you could buy, but it was found um And so my goal was to kind of gild it. So this isn't going to seem like I did a lot, but it took a lot of meticulous layering. And it is this.
Ooh, that's
So
gorgeous.
this
I love it.
took a hot minute to get going. And it is such a beautiful centerpiece. So what I'm doing is
Did
I'm
it soak
putting
up the
some
paint
of,
much?
huh?
Did it soak up the paint much?
It did take so many layers and it had so many like little
Okay.
parts that I didn't want it to be globbed
I
on.
apologize. I shouldn't have interrupted you.
You're
I
fine.
was just like,
Well, no, that's a
oh.
good question because I didn't want the paint to be globbed on.
Mhm.
So it just had to be thin layers for a few different times. And I'm glad I got the consistency I did to where you can kind of still see the bone.
Mm.
So the antler of it is perfect. And I am glad it now can be a thing where I put candles in the middle of. So
Yeah.
I did a kind of a prayer candle in one of ours.
The bomb ass Yule decoration.
Yes. And so I can see this growing into more once I add, but I know I'm going to have a good candle situation going. So the shrine is starting, and
Ooh,
this is my first piece. So that is extremely
yes.
exciting because I know
Yay.
it's not the biggest art project I've done, and I'm relying heavily on the fact that this is just a really cool antler,
Oh, we're gonna
but it's going to be the centerpiece, and I'm so freaking excited about it. So yeah, it took a lot of layers. I pretty much just sat here and painted and painted and painted until I got exactly what I wanted from it. Maybe one day I'll carve. Maybe I'll wood burn into bone. Over the paint would be hard.
yeah.
Should have
There,
done that
there's more
beforehand,
bone to be
but
found.
part of me didn't really want to carve it.
I'm excited to afterwards to have talks with you about altars like stuff because
I know.
I,
I
I've
don't have
I've
one.
I've done
It'll be
that
my
for a
first.
hot minute. So yeah, I can't wait to like.
Yeah,
Uh,
it'll be my first altar. So I'm excited that I got the first piece done. And
and now
nothing
it's
just,
beginning and the endings, and oh,
well, and it just kind of encompasses something using like that natural, so, gift from, the mother to have that to end it. I could have carved like a lot of the rune stuff into it. I could have carved weird into it, but I wanted it to kind of be its own.
hmm.
But it felt like a good completion piece. And I'm pretty obsessed with it just
Well,
because it's starting something new.
you've elevated it. You've taken all of this energy and put it into something that will be for energy work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like, good,
For
yeah,
the
that's
first
that's
piece. So
yeah,
I want
showing
to,
up
I
with a
want
loaded
to,
gun. Well, hold on. I don't want to don't want to
so
demonetize us. Not that
the
we got anything
next
from.
step I think is to do the standard buying of what I'm going to have my altar like rest on.
Mm.
So there'll be more pieces, but I'm more excited now to like get it all together and use some of the rune art I've already done to add to it too.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that candle I did before, a prayer candle, and having
I
that.
love your little reading table. My mind is still blown by that. Like the one that you used to.
Yeah, that one was really fun. I still use it all the time for setting my drinks on. I charge them. Like,
Yeah, you charge up your snacks. I totally get
yeah, yeah. He's a little little Nordic spice. Like, yeah,
it.
that was my finishing piece.
Brava. Okay. So I wanted to segue earlier just because you brought up frames. You brought them up. Let it be noted and recorded.
Yeah.
You brought them up. What I made required the lives of 3 separate frames. But then I realized the shape was very weird shaped. And so I made an infinity mirror
Shut up.
out of the frame. See the frame on the back?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, if you hold it, yeah, like it's a frame on the back, it's a frame on this way, and it's LED strips that I was already using. I bought a fucking Wi-Fi little thing so I could do that, and the website is inactive, so I think I got scammed. Whatever.
Ugh.
So I've got it plugged up to a plug thing, but I can change the colors of it. It's shaped like it is the shape of weird, and it's forever frames, just for you.
Forever
Forever, it's
frame.
forever frames.
Beautiful. That's such a good idea.
The only thing that I had to buy was the one-way mirror film, and then the
Yeah.
when you gave me an extra week, I bought better mirror film because I just turned the one way on its end, and it was good enough if we
Yeah.
went last week, but I got to spiff it up just a little bit.
Yay. That's a
So
good piece.
that's thank you. It's a fun piece. It's a fun
It
piece,
is. Heck yeah, man. Look at
and I've
us.
always wanted one, so it was like, well,
Yeah.
we've got all the things,
You know,
and
that's
it's
the thing. It's like once we get to a point where we actually are going to show off and like utilize the things we make, then we're happy because sometimes they just go in the pile, you know?
the box in
Ugh,
the
you know,
tub.
like I did
Uh,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, got plenty of those.
oh,
Um,
but that's perfect. Good job, man. I love
I,
it.
I thought it was very fitting. Like
Yes,
it was on theme
it
for
was.
us, and
It was perfect for that.
forever frames.
Forever frames. This is perfect. Awesome, man. Love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh, also, it was the first time that I ever cut LED cord. I've bought bunches here and there with dreams of doing something like this, but
Yeah.
I could never commit because of the hardware on the other side. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I might have a bigger idea. And so this one was, yeah, it felt with our upcycling. So
Yes. Yeah. So that was like such a huge theme this time.
I like all my art to have a bit of like some sort of recycle rescue, or I feel more fulfilled when it has elements of that, right?
Yeah. Like it just adds in, I don't know, more depth because it's not just, I don't know, you gave something else life again. It's nice. It's
Right,
nice to
right.
give it an additional life.
And to not feel wasteful. And for those of us that art supplies are direly expensive, because I mean, art ain't cheap.
No, no.
Even with using recycling stuff, it's you know
Yeah. It's the hoarding that ends up being the good kind of hoarding. Like it's the I saved this because I'm gonna do something with it
my plans
later.
have come to fruition
And then you
finally.
do something with it later and you're like, ha, I can justify it.
Right. Hmm.
No, that's perfect. It's awesome. Yay. So yeah, here's the completion. We did it.
We did it. We did it. Oh my
I
gosh, we
guess.
did it. We said
Yeah.
that we would do it, and we did it. Um, yeah, I'm proud of us. I don't think there was ever a point where I was like, is it ever going to end? Because I enjoy it so much,
Yeah.
you know? But whew,
Yeah. I am ready to start something new, but it is always sad to see it go. Like the rhythm of it's been nice. I like spending my week with Arun. It's always highly recommended. Like I will always not necessarily corner somebody about it, but if the topic comes up, I will. It's my favorite way to learn is to spend time with them like that, especially individually. So it
time for it
just
to soak in as well.
it does because they're hard to grasp. It's just different than other divinations or when you're learning how to work it or what gods are associated to it. It's just it has a very human touch to it. And I really like that.
Yeah, a week has been a fine pace for me because also there are some of them where I was just ready for it to not be that rune anymore.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens
We know
sometimes.
the ones we know that we don't like.
I know.
You're
just,
like,
just overstimulation,
right. You're just like,
and
you're a lot. I don't. Maybe one day I'll have a better grasp on you.
I like this time that we weren't making the rune shapes themselves, the art, which
Yeah, that was very minuscule in a lot of ways.
mm,
I'm glad we have a video log so that I will always see it and like kind of know immediately what rune inspired it, but over years, I would probably forget. You know what I mean? Like it would wear down in my memory after a while.
we should brainstorm where to put all the pictures together, because I would love to, like, not love to make the collage, but I
No.
would love to see a collage of all of the, like, all of our
Yeah,
pieces.
that is definitely something I would like to fondly look back on through a flip book or digital, obviously.
I think there's like one or two that we've missed, like taking pictures of, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the catalog of what we've done, at least in our group chat, like, and these videos, because all of them have been recorded this time. It's our first time doing that.
yes. Well, hey, we recorded the first one. We like we did record a whole nother set of these, but
I know, but they're ours
yeah, there are.
right
They're
now.
not anybody else's. This one we decided to share by telling no
Yeah,
one that it's
you're
here.
like go live so that there is no uploading.
Right? Take out all the
Done.
steps.
Because
Make it
the other
easy.
ones, those recordings need to be edited because that was 2020. That was an unhinged year.
That
So,
was 2020. Woo. Lordy, how far we've come.
all right, let's close her out.
Was it out?
Been
Okay, I
fun.
was just trying to reminisce a little bit, make sure I
Yeah.
celebrate the moment. And
Yay.
hey, future me, I hope you're just as proud on the other side of it all, because this has been fucking amazing, Sandra. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Loved every second of it.
Me too. Okay, I'm not ending meeting, I'm ending video.